Hello everyone. Today we will discuss about double refraction and calcite crystal. Firstly, we explain what is double refraction. As name suggests, when a ray of ordinary unpolarized light is incident on a special crystal like calcite, tourmaline, quartz, etc., it is split up into two refracted rays. This phenomena is called double refraction. Crystal having the property are called double refracting crystals. There are two types of double refracting crystals. First, uniaxial crystals. The crystal in which there is only one direction known as optic axis along which the two refracted rays travel with the same velocity. Moreover, in these crystal, one of the two refracted rays obeys the ordinary law of refraction while the other refracted ray does not follow these law. The example of uniaxial crystal are calcite, tourmaline and quartz. If the crystal is rotated about the direction of incident, one image remains stationary while the other image rotates around the stationary image. The image which remains stationary obeys the Snell's law of refraction. The ray which form the image is called ordinary ray, while when the velocity of ordinary ray is crystal is found to be same in all directions. The rotating image is formed by the extraordinary ray uh, or the rotating image is formed by the extraordinary ray. This ray does not obey laws of refraction and its velocity is different in different directions. When a tourmaline crystal is placed in crystal and rotate the direction of incident ray, the incident intensity of ordinary image decreases while the intensity of extraordinary image increases. At one position, the tourmaline crystal intensity of ordinary image becomes zero and intensity of extraordinary image becomes maximum. If this crystal is further rotated, the intensity of E ray becomes zero. E ray and O ray both are plane polarized. Plane of vibration of O rays of the crystal are perpendicular to the principal section. That means the polarization crystal of the principal section of the plane of vibration of the E rays of the crystal are plane to the principal section. That means the polarization crystal of the principal section are of perpendicular. These rays, the refractive index mu 0 of the crystal is not depend upon the direction where these rays, the refractive index mu e of the crystal are different for the different directions. Thus, the circular waves from front of the O rays are elliptical wavefront of the E rays. Second type of crystal is biaxial crystal. In biaxial crystals, there are two optic axes and none of the refracted rays follows the ordinary law of refraction. The example of biaxial crystals are topaz and aragonite. Here are some we shall discuss about the uniaxial crystal. The most common example of uniaxial crystal is Iceland spar or calcite. Now we will discuss about the calcite crystal which is commonly used in polarization process. Iceland spar or calcite crystal is colorless transparent crystal belonging to hexagonal system. In nature, it is found in several forms. Particularly, its fine specimens are found in Iceland. Hence, it is named as Iceland spar. Chemically, it is crystallized calcium carbonate CaCO3. A piece of Iceland spar of any shape, Iceland spar of any shape readily breaks into simple rhombohedrons as shown in figure. The rhombohedron or the rhombo is bounded in 6 faces, each of which is parallelogram of angle 102 degree and 78 degree at two diagonally opposite corners All the angles of the faces meeting there are obtuse. These two corners D and F as shown in figure are termed as blunt corners of the crystal and the rest 6 corners, 2 angles are acute and remaining one is obtuse angle. These are shown in figure. What is optic axis in calcite crystal? Optic axis means a line passing through any one of the blunt corners and making equal angles with each of 3 edges which meet there gives the direction of the optic axis. In fact, any line parallel to this line represents the optic axis. Thus, optic axis is not a line but it is a direction. It is to be noted that optic axis is not obtained by joining the two blunt corners. In a special case, when 3 edges of the crystal DA, DC and DH are equal, the line joining the two blunt corners D and F coincides with the axis of the crystal and give the direction of optic axis. Principal section. A plane perpendicular to the perpendicular to the opposite face of the crystal containing the optic axis is called principal section of the crystal. The principal section of the crystal is a parallelogram with angle 109 degree and 71 degrees in length. The 3 edges are equal, then DF is the optic axis and AFGD is principal axis. When a ray of unpolarized light is incident on a calcite crystal, it is split up into 2 refracted rays. The phenomena is called double refraction. One of these rays found to be obey the laws of refraction, that is always lie in the plane of incidence and its velocity in the crystal is same in all directions. This ray is called the ordinary ray or O ray. The other refracted ray does not obey the laws of refraction. It travels in the crystal with different speeds in different directions. Hence, it is called extraordinary ray or E ray along the optic axis. However, the O ray and E ray both have the same velocity and hence the same refractive index. Next figure shows represents the phenomena of double refraction. A ray of light is incident normally on a crystal, a principal section of which is shown. The ray is split up 2 rays O and E. The O ray passes through the crystal while the refracted ray at the some angle. As the opposite faces of the crystal are parallel, the light emerges parallel to the incident ray but relatively displaced by a distance proportional to the thickness of the crystal. Inside the crystal, the O ray always lie in the plane incident while the E ray does not obey the laws of refraction and when the place of incident is point section, the E ray also lie in the same plane of incidence. E ray also lie in the plane of incidence or is the